Did you know that according to a statistic from Business Insider, BYUI ranks 21st on a poll of the top 50 colleges where you'll most likely meet your future spouse? And BYU ranks number 1. This is a crazy statistic that I have recently had the opportunity to contribute to. I was recently married last December and was able to fully participate in the wedding planning process and enjoy every single second of it. With all of this love in the air, I would love to make a step-by-step and share some tips on how to plan the perfect wedding. I will break it down into 3 different categories of people, attire, and events. Whether you're engaged or not, you have a strong chance of getting engaged someday, or if you are already married, you probably will be able to help with the wedding planning process of a loved one, a friend, or anyone else that you can think of. That's exactly why I am going to inform you how to plan the perfect day and where to start. I will go through categories of things that will help give a step-by-step on what to do next and how to put everything together. First, we will explain the category of people. People really encompasses a huge category because people are involved in all aspects of the wedding. The first category of people I would like to talk about is the wedding party. The wedding party is a very important group of people to me because the wedding party is included in all of the events for the day. The wedding party includes the family, close friends, the groom, the bride, the bridesmaids, and the groomsmen, and if so desired, a best man or a maid of honor. The second group of people would be the guests. The guests encompass a ton of the different things that go into a wedding. Like we need to get invitations so the guests know when to come. We need to get registry so we can have the guests give gifts. And we also need to have food like the cake and refreshments. Traditional items like the cake can also be omitted if so desired. The third group of people are the vendors, which are very important in the wedding planning process because they include everything that we would hire out. The vendors would include florists, photography, and decorations. Florists will include anything that has to do with a flower, like the bouquet, boutonnieres, corsages, and any decorative flower that's desired. Next, photography is one thing you need to get a handle on as soon as possible because they are included in one of the very first things you do for a wedding, which is send out invitations, and pictures need to be prompt and ready by that time. It is important to have the decorations for anything that the bride prefers to be decorated, which could be at the reception, the ceremony, or the luncheon. It is important financially and organizationally with the vendors and the entire wedding to prioritize and focus on what really matters so you can spend your money and your time on what is the most important to you. Second, we will explain the category of attire on the wedding day. This will encompass men and women clothing. First, we will talk about the men clothing, which can include suits, ties, shoes, the groom's ring, and the clothes for the best men and any men that are included in the wedding party. Second, we will talk about the women, which will encompass skirts or dresses, shoes, and any clothing for the flower girls, mothers, or bridesmaids. Lastly, we'll talk about the bride, which has definitely the most clothing out of everybody. She has the dress, the veil, the shoes, accessories, and any other accessories she wants to have, and of course, her ring. A fun idea with the attire is doing a first look approach. That's when a photographer is there to capture the special moment that the groom sees his bride in her dress for the very first time. It makes for quite a sweet memory. The second idea is also to have a group of women that are trusted and loved by the bride to go with her and participate in the dress picking opportunity. It's kind of like a say yes to the dress scenario and helps to have more support and less stress during the wedding planning process. The last thing to address is the category of events. Of course, there are the main events of the reception and the ceremony that most people are included in, but there are also many other events that we need to keep in mind. The events that go into a wedding day are the bridal shower, and if desired, a bachelorette party or a bachelor party, the ceremony, the luncheon, the reception, and of course the honeymoon. The bridal shower is a fun time to get to know and enjoy and also congratulate the future bride-to-be. For that, we need to find a date, a time, a theme, and a hostess so she can overlook all the categories and events of the bridal shower. The second thing we need to do with the bridal shower is decide what type of bridal shower we want. If we want it to be more of an open house, lenient, casual approach, or if we would like it to be more structured and have a light dinner and then have games and have everyone included that way. The third consideration with the bridal shower is how many bridal showers. If we want to have a separate family and community one, or if we want to combine family and community, and also if we want to have a separate friend bridal shower, so it's more of a bachelorette party. The second event we need to discuss is the ceremony. It needs to have a venue booked and a time specified for guests that are included in that. The luncheon also needs to have a time and a location and a vendor for food unless you decide to do the food yourself. Lastly, the reception needs to have a time, location, and a theme like wedding colors or pine trees or any kind of a theme that's desired, and of course refreshments. The honeymoon needs to be booked with hotel arrangements made, flight plans made, and proper ID attained if necessary. Like if you're leaving the country, you need to have a passport, and also make sure that you're packed before the wedding day. The most important things to remember for your big day are the 3 details of people, attire, and events. These categories and their details will ensure a perfect and beautiful day. These elements all go hand in hand when it comes to planning. The possibility of a perfect wedding day is right at hand and can be yours if the planning is kept in control. Your wedding day is one of the most special days of your life, and I wish you happiness and your own happily ever after. Thank you.